Here we go. In Unit 11, the area unit, we just finished. The last day of the unit, we examined similar figures. And we found out the following, and you don't need to write this down. We found out if two figures are similar, whatever the ratio of their sides are, that's the same exact ratio as their...
Pardon the interruption. Would all SAD students please report to Jim B at this time?
What about a SAD
SAD
teacher right now?
Students, please report to Jim B. Thank you.
Whatever the ratio of the sides were in, that's the same ratio of the... Thanks, Griff. Thank you. Perimeters were in. Yes, no? We were... Yes, no, maybe? Okay. And then we said, all right, whatever ratio the sides are in, that's not the same ratio as the areas, but I had to do what to the side ratio to get to the area ratio? I needed to, Tammy? Square it. We're going to do something, no pun intended, similar to that today, but for surface area and volume. How do they compare to their sides? Okay, how do they compare to their sides? First thing, though, I need to just make sure we're good at is, when are two solids similar? Okay, when are two polyhedrons similar? Well, number one, and usually you don't have to worry about this, but number one thing you want to check is make sure they're the same polyhedrons. Like I can't say a prism is similar to a cone. It has to be two prisms, two cones. Second thing, and this is the one we're going to check right now, are the corresponding sides in the same ratio? That's when they're going to be similar to each other, two polyhedrons. So for this one right here, we're going to have to check the following. Is 7 over, what's the 7 match up with in the other prism? 4. Is 7 over 4 the same ratio as 14 over, what's the 14 match up with? 8. And now look, if they are, that doesn't make you a winner. We need to check all the corresponding sides. If these two work and this third pair doesn't, they're not similar. So we also have to make sure that these two ratios are in the same ratio as 10.5 to 6. How are you figuring out if they're in the same ratio, by the way? How do I know if all three of those fractions are the same? Simplify, go to your calculators. Yep, might want to have those out. And I'm like, hey, 7 over 4, that's 1.75. 14 over 8. Oh, 1.75. Still doesn't make them similar yet until 10.5 over 6. All right, got it, 1.75. All right, so everyone see why they're similar. All the corresponding measurements are in proportion. And it says, are they similar? Yes. If so, give me that S1 over S2. All right, what's the side ratio? What is the side ratio here? Ratio of two corresponding sides. Don't make it complicated. You have 3 of them up here. Oh, 24. Cripe. What's the side ratio, Mahmood? You got 3 pairs of corresponding sides up there.
Yep. 1.7.
You can go 1.75 to 1. That's fine. You can go 7 to 4. You can go 14 to 8. Doesn't matter because it's all, it's all the same, right? So I'm just going to say 7 to 4. But yes, you could go 1.75 to 1. Are these cylinders similar? Well, they're both cylinders, which is good. But are they in the same ratio? All right, can somebody give me a ratio to check? 17, give me 2 corresponding measurements.
12 and 9.
So is 12 over 9 in the same ratio as, and again, this 12 to 9, everybody. 12 to 9 in the same ratio as, give me another one to compare it, 10? 9 to 5. Are those in the same ratio? Same ratio, 19? Nope. So not similar. Any questions, comments, possibly concerns? So here's today's topic right now. How does this measurement, how does that ratio compare to surface area and to volume? Here, and just guess. I just want an educated guess. Do you think the side ratios are the same as the surface area ratios? What do you think? Yes or no? What do you think? Is this, if I know this, so right here, I know the side ratio 7:4. Do you think their surface areas are also in a ratio of 7:4? Their surface areas. Do you think their surface areas are in a ratio of 7:4? No, they're not. They're not equal. How do you think I adjust it? What did we do during the two-dimensional figures last unit? We're going to have to do that again. We're going to have to square it again. So I'm going to have to go back. Maybe. Okay. So if you know the side ratio, I'm going to need to square it to figure out the surface area ratio. All right. Who's on top of their game here? They're not equal. The side ratio and the volume ratio is not equal. What do you think I need to do to the sides to find the volume ratio? Hi, Charlotte. Cube it, yeah. Isn't this how we leave our units too? When we find the surface area and volume? Yeah, there's a reason why. Okay, there's a reason. Questions? Before we get to some questions here, we'll have plenty of time. We're not going to run out of time today. Come on. Maybe we will run. Maybe we will run out of time. Each pair is similar. If I tell you the given info, what's the similarity ratio? So hey, again, when I ask for similarity ratio, I'm asking for that ratio of S1 over S2 somehow. All right, find me what S1 over S2 is. So look at the two cylinders. What do I give you there? What are you given there with the two cylinders, D? So I'm giving you, so think about it. I'm giving you the surface areas, but I need the similarity ratio. 49 over 81, and I'm looking for S1 over S2. What am I going to have to do with the 49 and the 81 to get there? Again, think about how we go from similarity to surface area. We square it. Now I'm going from here to here now. I don't want to square it. What do I want to do here to undo it? 16 thoughts? I square it to get there. How do you undo?
Pardon the interruption. The following students took first place in the foul shooting contest. Nick Furlong, Ian Penfield, Paige Davenport, Bodie Rockline, Ellie Surf, and Dylan Austin. The following students took second place. Kira Ryan, Lydia, Derek Clark, Jay Filio, Walton Somai, and Miles Mitchell. Please see Mrs. Kaplan after the presentation to pick up your prizes. At this time, would all seniors please make your way to Gym B? All seniors, please report to Gym B.
Square root both sides. Yes, square root both sides. So my similarity ratio here would be 7 over 9. Now let me give you the volume. 125 over 512. I don't want to take the square root here because that wouldn't do me any good. And I don't want to cube them either. What do I want to do to the volumes to get to the similarity ratio? 14? Don't have one. 20? Cube root. That with the 3 here, Jonathan, that's what you're talking about? Okay, good. Don't even talk to him. Do you want to call that triple rooting or yeah? Triple rooting? Would that be it? So my similarity ratio 5/8, I believe. 8. Somebody check me there. 8. Yep. All right. Questions so far?
Would all juniors please
Oh,
report
so
to
sorry.
Gym
You're gonna have
B
to be
at
here
this
to the
time?
bitter end.
Juniors, please report to Gym B.
Okay, let me try to get through 5 here because I know this is going to be part of the homework here. I'm giving you the surface area of 2 figures and the volume of the larger figure. What's the volume of the smaller figure now? I don't know until I know the volume ratio. Okay? So what I'm asking you guys here is if I'm given surface area, how the heck do I get all the way to the volume ratio so I can find that smaller volume? I don't have a magic square. Take the square. I don't have that here. How can I get from here to here? Can you get me this? Can you get me from the surface area to the similarity? Can you do that? And then can you go from similarity to volume? I think that's how we have to do it. We got to go through the similarity first. So 75/108. What are you doing the 75 and 108 to get to the similarity ratio? Take the square root. Yep. So take the square root, which you should be able to do on your calculator. And what is the similarity ratio? 5/6, right? No? No. Somebody help me here. What is it?
It's like 8.6602.
8.6. No way.
10.6.
You got to divide them though. Square root. Look, hey, maybe I should have ready. Square root.
Sophomores and freshmen,
You son of
please
a.
report to Gym B. Freshmen.
Hey, I got to
and
do this here.
sophomores, please report to Gym B at this time.
5/6.
Thank you.
Then cube them. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. All right, we'll clean up any homework issues tomorrow, but please try it out. No, that's not your responsibility. You got the homework tonight.